Hi everybody, this is Odd Samurai, and today I'm going to be reacting to One Piece, chapter 1189. So, uh, that chapter ending, right? Where do we go from there? Because I don't think Luffy will just eat something and then, oh, he's all back, just needed some food and then he's gonna be alright. It would be underwhelming if that happened. I feel like this is a injury that it's going to take at least some time for it to heal. So I'm really looking forward to character reactions to this, especially Toro's. And I'd say Nami's as well, considering how she reacted during Wano. When Kaido was telling everyone that Luffy was dead. And Nami's like, yo, stop lying. Luffy wouldn't die like that. But yeah, the chapter was mainly action. So I don't have a lot to say about that. But the very beginning, when it seems like we're getting a hint in regards to how Imu met Joy Boy, that was super interesting. And yeah, the way that it's like, hello, Imu? I am Imu. So like, maybe it wasn't face to face, maybe it was actually like through a Denden Mushi call, if those existed back then. Otherwise, why would we have like the static sound? Unless it's meant to be like, in terms of like presentation for us, like Imu recalling it. It's like, an old TV kind of like glitching out, in and out. Maybe it's supposed to be both. Also, I wonder if there's some symbolism in regards to Imu's power being pretty much all explosions so far. Well, not all, but, the main ability that karma has been used so far whenever Imu uses it. I guess because, we associate fire with hell, and Imu is basically a devil. And, the devil fighting the embodiment of a god. I think that might be it. Yeah, there's gotta be... I feel like also when Imu says Joy Boy was not this weak, there's definitely something to that. Imu's perception of Joy Boy is very biased and not at all taking into account the whole person. And I feel like this goes to show what Imu saw as a very valuable and positive trait in Joy Boy. Thinking about, that very short flashback when it looks like Joy Boy is the one who says like the power to dominate is like, you know, the best one you could achieve. I'm paraphrasing because I don't remember exactly the wording, but I feel like that this is tied to that. Yeah, the way that Imu's so pissed after saying, "Of course I know that you're not Joy Boy." You know, very, very stuck in the past. But okay, let's get to 1189. Titled King of the World. That's gotta be referring to Imu. And the chapter cover is naughty, see no evil, speak no evil, hear no evil, monkeys getting scolded by Nami. And of course the monkeys are the monster trio. Interesting. I wonder if there's some meaning for, you know, which monkey is which member of the monster trio. Oh shit. Yes, the first panel. Just Luffy unconscious, it looks like, from being stabbed. Imu seems like he's gonna ram the sword with Luffy through a tree. And yep, that's exactly what happens. Just making Luffy slide even deeper into the blade. Oh my boy. Oh damn! Usopp felt it. Observation happy, mayhaps? What? Observation hacky? What is it, Usopp? What happened? Luffy's okay, right? Oh boy. Oh no. What do you mean? Don't scare me. When has Luffy ever not been okay? I know that's not me, like, you know, trying to cope right now and convince herself that everything is fine, but like, Nami should know. Marineford? That's like the biggest moment of Luffy not being okay. And the Straw Hats weren't able to be there to help him. Only Jinbe. And he's here, so. Consider what it means that this enormous giant was defeated, Nami. Yeah. Hey, fishman! Who's been defeated? Yo, chill, Loki. I love you, my guy. But like, better learn Jinbe's name, okay? Don't stereotype him. There's no doubt that Luffy's haki suddenly grew much weaker. Just in case it's not clear, I am joking, by the way. Because Jinbe did call him enormous giant. So like both are doing the same thing to each other. But okay, so Jinbe did feel Luffy's haki just getting dimmer and dimmer. There, the ice is totally melted now. Oh, okay. Princess Shuri! Don't heat her up too quick, alright? Not to worry, I have no body warmth. What happened to you after that? What happened all those years ago? It is you, isn't it? I don't think she's able to talk right now. Princess Shuri? Goody. Hey, please don't interfere here. Goody. I don't know what Ragnar is trying to say. It's safe, right, Brooke? It's just still a scary version, right? Like, what if we got her out of the ice only for Gunko to be the one to emerge? But I mean, it was a risk that Brooke was willing to take. So I'm with him. We're going too fast, Hydrogen. Oh? Ah, whoa! Is that Ripley with Hydrogen? Okay. Loki is looking surprised. Oh, what? Whoa. What's happening here? Guard point. So the ship crashed with Loki, and Garrett is there as well, it seems. Chopper tried to do something, but he's, there's a limit to how big he can get. Hydrogen also just fell from the ship and is landing on top of everyone. I guess that's what Ragnar was trying to warn them against. What were you guys trying to do? Hydrogen, Gerd, Chopper. Okay, so it was Gerd. It's because in that first panel, her hair looked like Ripley's. Oh, thank you, Chopper. You're so cute and helpful. Oh yeah? Well, you can't butter me up, you jerk. There's no time to waste. Loki, show me your wounds. Eek. I think you guys made it worse. You're all bloody. Oh no. Yeah, and some of that was because of you. What are you doing here? If you're just going to fight, Hydrogen. Oh, okay. Then go to Loki instead. But the children! Even if you save the children, it is only a temporary reprieve. Do you really think that this plan to rule over Elbaf came from the decision makers at the Reverie? What is Gerald trying to say? No, of course not. I think it's him with in bold print. Okay, let's just be vague instead of saying a name or a title. Loki, do you know who that guy is? No, that's a Hydrogen asking. Yeah, I think I do. Oh. I'm guessing Loki is gonna say, like, the guy that is responsible for killing Dad? Maybe? Thou canst not move now. Cough, cough. That sword devours thy vitality. Oh, that's not good. Why did I think they would just be like a regular sword? So Luffy cannot do anything then to get himself off of it. How many will it take to end thee? Monkey D. Luffy, a hateful name. Thou hast two brothers of different names. Why hateful name? Because of the D? Or is there a reveal about the monkey last name that we've never even speculated about? But I think it's gonna be the D. And yeah, that's nice of Imu to recognize a found family that is Ace and Sabo. One brother slaughtered by the Navy, the other prominent within the Revolutionary Army. Blade of the Sea God, Fragarak. Ah! No! Oh my god, brother! Luffy's getting skewered. That's the second sword he's gotten through his chest. Oh lord. In any case, a set of most uncouth brothers. Yo, Luffy just... the blood just keeps on oozing from his mouth. Oh my boy. It's gotta be him. Hmm? Oh, that's Loki. The one Red Hair talked about. I'll use this power to avenge the memory of my old man and his soldiers. Oh? I think there's gonna be, something in this flashback that we didn't see. And only now we're getting it. Wait, Loki, I understand your rage, but... what do you want, Red Hair? Are you gonna stop me from getting revenge for my father? I consider Harald a friend too. I'd be right there with you. But think carefully now. The government was trying to take control of Elbaf. That's not their end goal. It's preparation for a war. Okay. So Shanks knew that all the way back. I was gonna say like 10 to 14 years ago. I gotta check again when Harold died. But okay. So Shanks definitely had some good insider info. And he shared it with Loki. I got the feeling that that was not enough to convince Loki. He was probably more like, oh, that's even more of a reason why you gotta go. And that's how I was like, okay. Shanks was like, you're gonna be like that? Fine then. I'll have to use force to stop you so I can protect you. Okay. Huh? Is the world government getting into a war with someone else? Well, that ain't my problem. My father died an unjust death. His soldiers were killed along with him. I want vengeance for these crimes, that's all. And who's guilty? Who will you strike down? The world government! The man who manipulated Harald was the king of the world. Wow. Shanks just straight up said, like, the biggest, well, so far, the biggest secret that the world government is keeping on the wraps, and nothing happened to Shanks over this. That's crazy. That's how much Shanks wanted to stop Loki. That's pretty big. What do you mean, Shanks? The entire concept of the world government is that there is no king who... Careful, Shanks. Oh, that's Gaban. Yeah, see? He knew, like, this gotta be some huge shit that you're just putting out here. That you could be eliminated for. That the world government will just be like, yeah, Shanks? That guy never existed. It's fine. No one will believe it. Okay, so if that's his reasoning, why say it at all? Haha, so I guess that king is the culprit. I'll take his head, nice and simple. The king's power is impossible to measure. Go to the Holy Land and the mystery will only deepen, rather than come to light. If it were that simple, someone else would have done it already. Yep. Rox tried, and look what happened to him. Oh, literally, Loki's literally just thinking about him. The right as Shanks said that. It's not yet the time to fight. Shut your mouth. You don't tell me what to do. There we go. I don't care where this guy is. I'll destroy anything in my way. Don't be foolish, Loki. And yeah. Shanks went after him to stop him, and then I feel like we can all imagine what happened next. I left home and spent a few years abroad. In the end, I never did find my way to him. So if that's the king of the world right there, I'll never get a better chance. Huh. No mention of Shanks bringing him back? I could have sworn that earlier in the arc, someone said that, when Loki was on and about at sea, Shanks was the one who brought him back, and he was the one who tied him to the tree. But there was no mention of him in here. But, I think that's right. A simpleton's idea of a plan. What? But I've got no problem with it. Give me a chance to avenge my father too. I don't think that's a good idea, but if he wants to try, he could try. This is quite an absurd story. If there's a king of the world, then what are the 5 elders for? Oh my god, honestly, I completely forgot that the Straw Hats were there. Damn, wow, okay. So Chopper, Brook, Usopp, Nami, and Jinbe now know that the empty throne is not empty. No, stop trying to interfere if you don't mind. Huh? He says I froze her because she's dangerous. Oh, thanks, Chopper, for the translation. What? You're the one who froze her? Yes, she was dangerous, but... Oh, she was dangerous. But I'm certain that she was being controlled. You see, this girl is like a daughter to me. Ragnar trying to see the family resemblance. I mean, Brooke said like, not that they're actually blood related. Ragnar, not a believer in found family. We gotta get him out. This is all very interesting. Robin? Come to the library, Chopper. Wait, Robin was here too? Okay, that's... Okay, now Robin knowing about the king of the world now. That's super interesting. Okay, so I'm guessing this is a clone. And the real one is in the library. Oh, Sol! Hey, yeah. Next is... This will do more than a slash thee. Oh? Alas, the third will be acts of Shin-chan. I think that's Chinese, but I'm so bad at pronouncing Chinese. So, hopefully I was close. Yo, my boy Luffy can't even say anything. It's like, you know, he's just struggling to even breathe. Sorry, I went to the next page and I saw Zoro. Sea Cloud, Port, Western Village. King of Hell, 3-sword serpent, 103 mercies. Gee ha ha ha. Come on, bro. Tell me that Zoro has sensed that Luffy is in big danger. Dragon damnation. Gram. Yee hoo hee 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 ha ha. 800 years ago, the 19 kings who created this world took an oath of equality, thrusting their weapons into the floor around the empty throne. Is that, that's, Summer's speaking, right? Why is bro just blabbing about things that he shouldn't? Well, that gets a bit of a reaction from Zoro, though. Blade of Chaos, Tohu, Bohu, Nemesis, Longinus, Stigma, Muramasa. They are the 19 weapons of those who brought the world to heel. Oh. 19? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, he only named 6, though. The Great One used Omen to bring them back and grant them to us. Bring them back and grant them to us? What is he talking about? There are no lies among the legends each family passed down. You see, Roronoa Zoro? Is Summers talking about the weapons? Bringing them back? And so that's what he's using? This is the power that conquered the world. Yo, even Zoro is struggling. He's huffing and puffing hard. From the Shepherd family, Graham. You know, I just remember, like, I think, you know, this is kind of unrelated, but like, Summers already got introduced to the anime, right? And usually I get like character voices in my head while I read, but I don't know his yet, because I haven't watched the episodes since, you know, I got a copyright strike for, I think it might have been like 1168 or 1169, one of those. And so I just haven't been reacting to them, and yeah. But anyway, that was a bit of a tangent. Okay, so the sword that Summers usually uses is not Gram, but because of the karma granted to him by Imu, now it became Gram. I think that's how I understand it. Oh, and now we change back to killing him and Sanji. This spear has been passed down to the Remo Shifu family. Longinus. Okay, I like the guard of it. Thou should be honored to die by the weapons that created the world. Ugh, yeah. Luffy. Oh shit! Yo, Gaban showed up to block. Oh shit, Gaban. Imu, even though it's just one eye, I get the feeling that Imu is flabbergasted. Yo, look at this shading on the last panel with Gaban. That's so auraful. And the smile too. Okay, I love the art in that panel. That's so clean. Also, yo, that's cool. Axe versus axe. I see it, I see it. I won't lie, I wanted to see Zoro's reaction to Luffy just being in a pretty big predicament. Like even just a small panel of him just going, Luffy? And then, you know, the fight with Summer keeps going. Hopefully, we get it soon. But like, damn. Like, yeah, we got Nami's group. Some of it anyway. Reacting to it. Like, to me, the one I wanted to see the most was Zoro's. Anyway, glad someone showed up to protect Luffy. Because he's definitely not at a point where he can fight Imu one-on-one. Like, you know, I feel like we all saw this coming. I did not expect Luffy to get that injured, though. Holy. Not one, but two swords. Just stuck in on his insides. Ouchie. But yeah, cool. Just, you know, lore in regards to what Summers was talking about with Zoro. Also, I think this is the first time we've seen Summers actually use his sword. Unless I'm misremembering, like, the last time we saw this fight. But I could have sworn he's only used his thorns from the moment he started, you know, using his abilities. So that's neat. And yeah, it's like all that telling us, like, see, this is the reason Zoro is the one fighting him. But I feel like he would still fight killing him even if he uses a spear. But okay. I wonder if... Surely, right? If any other Holy Knight is given this Karma power-up, then they're given one of the original swords that belong to the original king in their bloodline. At least that's how Summer's explanation makes it seem. I also liked seeing more of the flashback with Shanks talking to Loki, because I do remember there was a moment in the last chapter of that flashback where I was like, huh, I feel like we're not, you know, like there's more to this. But I did not expect everything, or a lot of it, of what Shanks said to Loki here. He said a lot. And he was just basically like, nah, it's fine, no one will believe it. And yet he kept on speaking, and everyone else, like, Loki did believe him. So I think Shanks was just saying that to, like, basically relieve a little bit of Gaban's worries. But I don't think he even tried. Like, it's pretty clear to anyone that this is not something that he should be saying in a place that anyone could be listening into. But Shanks really was at a point where, like, I just do not care, right? I just wanna do everything I can so that a son of a friend that just died, that was forced to kill his own dad, doesn't basically, you know, like, going to kill Emu in that state would have basically been suicide. So, yeah. Though it is interesting that Shanks said it's not yet time to fight. Kind of reminds me of, you know, the Roger pirates that actually went to see the One Piece. And they were like, you know, it wasn't their time to do whatever, you know, to find it. To do something about the world sinking or about the government. It's all up to the new generation. But, yeah, it's, at the very least, it's not very clear to me why, right? I feel like it's only something that will be clear once we know what the One Piece is. But I think part of it is because Emu, before this, has never had the urgency or need to go somewhere himself and do the dirty job with his own hands until now. Because one of the things that Shanks was saying is like, well, how are you gonna find the king? We don't even know where he is. Yeah, and the king's power is impossible to measure. Go to the Holy Land and the mystery will only deepen rather than come to light. Especially, like, it is kind of better to have Emu come to you rather than you come to Emu. It'll be a lot easier to cover up your death. Just like they did with Cobra. If you're in, you know, the mouth of the lion. But yeah, I'm just like, ooh, Shanks' crumbs. Yes, please, give me more. This arc has really been, you know, like, I feel like most of Shanks' screen time has been in this arc. in comparison to the whole series. And I am not complaining. Yeah, hopefully Shuri will be the one to wake up and not Gunko. But at the very least, Ragnar is there and we can maybe ice her again. But no way to tell right now. Oh, but oh man. I hope Gaban will be able to hold out, but there is a small chance he could die here. But let me not, put a death flag on him just yet. So that's gonna be the reaction for today. So if you enjoyed, please like and subscribe. Till next time, see ya.